Happy Tuesday, everyone, and welcome to SUTV News. I'm Tessa Cheshire.
And I'm Hannah Clove.
Last Sunday, the body of 37-year-old Cesar Herrera Ruiz was found by search and rescuers on a popular trail at Zion National Park, the first death at the park this year. Authorities received a call reporting a possible fall of a hiker, and when police and paramedics arrived at the scene, they said he was beyond help. He passed away shortly after.
On Wednesday, January 29th, SUU Outdoors hosted an open rappel night in the SUU PE building. Participants learned the techniques of rappelling and were able to safely descend the wall near the West offices for free as many times as they liked. Ranging from beginners to seasoned canyoneers, everyone had a great time. Guests are encouraged to attend multiple times to meet new faces and build on the skills they already have.
Rappel Night is a place for you to come and just try something really new, really scary, and just learn a new skill, meet new people, and we have a great resource here on campus that a lot of people don't know about. So yeah, it's really fun to just get out of your comfort zone and learn something new, meet new people along the way.
Recently at SUU, a local job fair was held for current students and graduates job searching. On January 15th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., the job fair was held in the ballroom, where Avant-Garde Monitoring Centers, Chrysalis Utah LLC, Discovery Ranch, and several other companies were in search of new employees to add to their staffs during this upcoming school year.
Stay tuned to hear about SUU's outdoor trip cross-country skiing and TDAA's backstage.
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
In every family, small conversations can make a big impact. I grew up on tour with my parents. Kind of different, but we bonded over music just like other families do over sports, camping, or other interests. And we talked. Little everyday conversations from silly to serious that built a foundation over time. Honest conversations, like when my dad shared his experiences as an alcoholic.
Your honesty about that part of your life gave me a sense of integrity that I wanted to uphold in my own life. And I was so grateful that you and Mom had become these sober, stable people who were always there for me.
I wanted you to know from someone who's been in recovery more than 30 years now that hard work is what creates success, not alcohol or other drugs, whether it's music or anything else. I said it a lot, and I'm glad you took it to heart.
Talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
SUU Outdoors trip leaders took students cross-country skiing at Deer Hollow Recreation Area last month. During this trip, the leaders taught students all of the basics so they could feel comfortable doing it for the first time. Students enjoyed hot cocoa, skiing, and making new friends. Stop by SUU Outdoors in the Student Center for information about trips.
Last week, Thunder Theater educators ran a backstage tour of TDAA's upcoming production of The Secret Garden. Organized by theater education major Charlie Adamson, the tour takes patrons through the costume, wig, and scenic shops in the auditorium. Here, they could see student workers building the pieces that will eventually be seen on stage when Secret Garden opens. Next, they detour to the Randall L. Jones Theater, where performances will take place. Attendees witnessed crews placing lights on the stage and went down to the basement to see the dressing rooms along with the costume and wig maintenance rooms.
So he was telling us a lot of his experiences, and he's never seen the backstage of what it takes to do theater and for the at the Randall and all that kind of stuff. So it was really cool to give someone a unique opportunity that they normally wouldn't have gotten elsewhere or otherwise.
Non-SU students were also able to take the tour, some of whom were Utah Shakespeare Festival attendees.
I understand you got to take the tour.
I did. It was very fun. Caden, who ran the tour when I went, plays the antagonist in Secret Garden, and he was very enthusiastic, which is always good to see.
Has Secret Garden opened yet?
No, they open on Valentine's Day, so if you're looking for like a Valentine's Day date idea, you could go to opening night.
That's awesome. Also a late Galentine's,
yes.
I would argue as well.
True.
Can you do Galentine's on the 15th? Is that okay?
You could figure it out.
I think that sounds awesome. And are the tours are still open?
No, the tours have ended. Now you just got to go see the show.
Coming up, we will let you know how to plan for the weather in the days ahead.
Stick around. We'll be right back after the break.
Joining me today to help illustrate the critical importance of contacting 811 before you dig is my alter ego, Micro. Can you hear me down there?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I am not having a good time.
Oh, what's the problem, little buddy? Well, for starters, I'm in a sewer. Yeah, been there, done that.
Something's wrong down here. Hey, wait, whoa.
Oh yeah, that's just another guy who started to dig before he called 811. You smell that?
Hey, did you buy something from some gaming site?
What do you mean?
Yeah, look, there's a bunch of different charges on here.
Do you think someone stole our credit card information?
I don't know. That site sounds familiar, though.
Yeah, isn't that the site that Billy's on all the time?
You don't think. Billy!
Stop and think before you connect. Playing online is serious business. Visit dhs.gov/stopthinkconnect for tips on how to be safe online.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. Even though we are one of the most food-rich countries in the world, 15 million children don't know where their next meal is coming from. This is unacceptable, and something the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks is working to solve. Instead of accepting that our country lets billions of pounds of surplus food go to waste every year, Feeding America has made it their mission to help families in need by rescuing this food. Through food pantries and meal programs, the nationwide network of food banks provides more than 3 billion meals, serving virtually every community in the United States, including yours. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank by visiting feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
Hope you're having a great Tuesday. I'm Caitlin Cowart with the weather. It's officially February, so congratulations. You made it through 1/12 of the year. You survived January. Today's a warm one with a high of 64 and a low of 43. It's about 20 degrees higher than the average for this time of year. Those warm temps are a pattern throughout the rest of the week, with highs in the upper 50s until about Saturday when we're back into the 40s. Looking at this week's radar, looks like another boring week, so don't expect any rain or snow for the rest of the week. We're about 2 weeks away from Valentine's Day, and Thunder 91 is doing Valentine's Grams. So you can scan the QR code on your screen and give your Valentine a shout out on air and even get the DJ to play their favorite song. Lastly, congratulations to Beyonce for winning Album of the Year and Best Country Album at this year's Grammys for her album, Cowboy Carter. Much, much deserved. That's all I have for you. I'm Caitlin Cowart. Be safe and have a great weekend, T-Birds.
Thanks, Caitlin. After the break, stay tuned to hear about the Utah Hockey Club and SUU's women's basketball team.
We'll see you soon.
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day, I found out I have something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner!
Go. Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there. We're the family. Come on. Yeah! Oh, I thought you were on my team. Wait, I don't
Hi, I'm Gentry Wolf with your favorite part of the day. It's time for SUTV Sports. The world's third best golf player, Rory McIlroy, hit a hole-in-one at the Pro-Am on January 30th. This marks the second ever for his career, the last one being 2 years ago. The shot was hit 119 yards out and sunk straight in without bouncing. Pretty impressive if I do say so myself. The Utah hockey team plays their next game tonight at 7 p.m. in Salt Lake City. If you go to the game, don't forget to do the new name survey as the team is in search of a new title. And if you can't make it to the game, you can watch it on ESPN Plus or on Fubo. Now, let's take a look at our local college sports. Southern Utah women's basketball played against Tarleton State and UT Arlington last week and came up short on both games. Despite putting up a tough fight against both teams, they just couldn't pull it off, and they're sitting at 2-6 in the WAC with only 8 games left in their season.
My feeling for this game is kind of sad because all the team they fight a lot, but it's okay. The effort was good, so it's okay. Next one, okay.
On Thursday, February 6th, they'll be looking to win at home when they go up against California Baptist at 6:30 p.m. in the AFEC. The theme for the game is Power in Pink, so be sure to come and show support in the fight against breast cancer. SU Women's Lacrosse Club is putting in the work as they prepare to head down to Santa Barbara this weekend. The team is starting their third spring season as a competitive sports club at SUU, and this is their first time ever going down to California, where they will be playing teams from all over the country. After their upcoming games, they will be hosting a tournament at the end of February, so be sure to catch a game.
We are getting prepared to go to Santa Barbara this weekend, and so in order to do that, we are practicing a lot. Everybody's super committed and dedicated, and we just want to go out there and do our best.
Once again, I'm Gentry Wolf. Thanks for tuning in to SUTV Sports. Back to Tessa and Hannah.
Thanks, Gentry. Coming up next, we have a recap of the Red Riot event where students from various high schools came to tour Southern Utah University.
We'll return in a minute to talk about hypnosis at SU and the SU elections here on campus.
Oh, hey, bud. Oh. Where are you headed?
Just gonna hang out.
It's a school night. With Gary and Todd?
Yeah.
Not sure about those two. I've been meaning to ask you. This is tougher than I thought. Is there any drinking going on in this crowd?
No.
I hope not, because alcohol can lead you to say things and do things that you really wish you hadn't. Isn't this what you're supposed to say?
I know.
So if any of your buddies ever pressure you to take a drink, just tell them you promised your dad you wouldn't. I'd do anything to keep you safe.
Okay, I will.
I hope this is working.
I promise. Love you too, Dad.
They really do hear you.
Ryan.
Yeah?
So start the conversation even before they're teenagers.
Good idea.
For tips on what to say, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. A message from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration.
Recently, hypnotist Chris Jones performed for students at Southern Utah University. Students chosen from the audience had the opportunity to be hypnotized and experience spontaneous dance parties, hiding evidence from imaginary cops, reading minds, meeting fake celebrity crushes, and becoming superheroes. Whether participating or watching their friends fall into a trance, students had a blast, and many claim that their views have changed and they now believe hypnotism to be real thanks to Chris.
It was sick. I had doubts going into it, and I still think a lot of it is just it's obviously a mental thing, but like seeing it in person and on such a wide scale, crazy, especially since I knew some of the people.
It made it like very real for me, because I feel like I believe in this stuff, but it's like also like, oh, that would never happen to me, you know, but like since it happened to someone that I know so well, like I'd say I know her like the best out of anyone out of SU, so it's like, it made it a lot more believable for me.
It was sick. I had doubts going into it, and
SUU also experienced an influx of high schoolers due to Red Riot Week. Try saying that 3 times fast. Students from all over had the chance to stay overnight here at SUU and experience campus. The weekend included food and fun and was led by student ambassadors. Student ambassadors like Jamie Stuckey share what they love about Red Riot.
Is for all the prospective students that want to come to SUU or even have a little interest in college in general. I think it's just a great way just to see what college is like, just to get a taste of it. And so it's for all those juniors and seniors that are just trying to figure out their lives, and it's nice for us to be able to help them a little bit.
The activities for Red Riot included karaoke, sand jars, and dancing. The next Red Riot is February 7th.
Last week here on campus, the Southern Utah University Student Association held elections. Here's our reporter Gentry Wolf with the scoop.
Southern Utah University Student Association's Student Involvement and Leadership Center had a table set up this afternoon to help students get aware of elections.
SUSA is SUU student organization, which is housed in the Still office. The Still office is the Student Involvement and Leadership office. So that office tries to get students leadership opportunities and any opportunities they can to get involved on campus and have a good time while they're here at SUU.
Academics Vice President O. Mehta and Judicial Vice President Skylar Reed manned the table as they chatted with any students interested in what the Student Association had to offer.
It's a really good leadership opportunity. You get to be involved at like the upper administration level. You get to do a lot to help students. You get to make SUU a better place. It's pretty sick.
We're all around the table.
Ohm and Skylar handed out declaration forms while serving refreshments provided by the Still Center. To declare for any elected positions within the Student Association, you must submit your application by this Friday, January 31st.
We're just trying to get people to declare for elected positions that SUSA is currently hiring for. So student government elections, good time.
If you're interested in learning more, feel free to stop by the Still Center located in ST 177. This has been Gentry Wolf with SUTV. Thank you.
So that Chris Jones hypnotist sounded really cool. I've never experienced hypnosis before, but it sounds awesome.
I've never either, but I think I believe in it. I think a little bit of skepticism is healthy, but I also am like better safe than sorry, because I don't want to go up there thinking it's not going to work and then feel stupid when it does.
There must be something going on, because even though I'm a skeptic, I love watching these shows and people are always hypnotized, so it sounds pretty awesome. I need to check it out next time.
Exactly. We'll be back with news about some new student radio shows happening at Thunder 91.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Big or small, life is a collection of defining moments. And at Southern Utah University,
These moments happen all the time. This is where you find your people, where new friends become like family, where you face challenges with confidence, knowing you have a supportive community cheering you on. These moments are more than just memories. They define who you are and who you will become. This is where you soar. See your future at suu.edu.
Hey, I'm Mike Rope, here today to encourage you to connect with 811 before you dig.
And I'm Mike Rope, and I'm here because I love to dig in the dirt.
It's true. He's also here because he's very small and not that bright. Here, for instance, we can see Micro doing what he loves to do.
And here we can see the consequences of not doing what he should have done.
Dude, why didn't you call 811?
I forgot the number.
See? Not that bright.
Southern Utah University radio station Thunder 91.1 has several student-run talk shows. Every weekday from 8 to 9 a.m., Katie Christensen and Piper Kay hold a morning talk show called Thunder 91 called The Morning Brew and rotate who runs the board each day. When Piper is running the show, you can expect your classic dad music. In contrast, when Katie is in charge, you'll hear 2010s party girl music. Most of the students on Thunder 91 are communication majors. However, joining the Thunder is open to all students. The only requirement is taking COM 1560, Intro to Audio Production, taught by Ryan Steinekert. Piper Kay is actually a psychology major and has been with Thunder 91 since the fall of 2021.
It's so nice. I mean, we're not only like co-workers and cohorts, but we are really friends. Like, we do hang out outside of school and we go do stuff together, and you know, we do take the time to actually get to know each other, and I think that's a lot different than a lot of my other classes. People really don't talk to each other.
With the start of the new semester, students taking audio production for the first time also have the opportunity to produce their own radio shows. The class is offered every semester by Professor Ryan Steinekert and allows students interested in working as a DJ and learning more about audio production to learn through hands-on experience. Students will work in the radio station, create podcasts, and make promotions using Adobe software.
In addition to the Morning Brew, Thunder 91 also hosts a night crew. Here's the scoop on their show. Every weekday from 5 to 6 p.m., the student staff at Thunder 91 bring you a lively talk show with a fresh theme every day. They rotate hosts, so you'll hear the same voices with different perspectives each night. From music and entertainment to campus life and trending topics, there's always something new to tune in for. So join the night crew every weeknight at 5 on Thunder 91.1, where student voices take the mic. Coming up next, we're going to talk about the new ramen and sushi restaurant Kabuto that opened in Cedar City, along with the recent changes to audiovisual students' jobs this semester.
We'll be right back after the break.
In every family, small conversations can make a big impact. I grew up on tour with my parents. Kind of different, but we bonded over music just like other families do over sports, camping, or other interests. And we talked. Little everyday conversations from silly to serious that built a foundation over time. Honest conversations, like when my dad shared his experiences as an alcoholic.
Your honesty about that part of your life gave me a sense of integrity that I wanted to uphold in my own life. And I was so grateful that you and Mom had become these sober, stable people who were always there for me.
I wanted you to know, from someone who's been in recovery more than 30 years now, that hard work is what creates success, not alcohol or other drugs, whether it's music or anything else. I said it a lot, and I'm glad you took it to heart.
Talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
That is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. Even though we are one of the most food-rich countries in the world, 15 million children don't know where their next meal is coming from. This is unacceptable, and something the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks is working to solve. Instead of accepting that our country lets billions of pounds of surplus food go to waste every year, Feeding America has made it their mission to help families in need by rescuing this food. Through food pantries and meal programs, the nationwide network of food banks provides more than 3 billion meals, serving virtually every community in the United States, including yours. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank by visiting feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
On December 7th, the new sushi and ramen bar Kabuto opened in Cedar City. From noodles and rice to fresh sushi and ramen, they have something for everyone. Kabuto already exists in St. George, Utah, but have now expanded to Cedar City for SUU students to try. This is the perfect spot for all students to bring their friends, with meals to share or a perfect date night for two.
What I loved about coming to Kabuto's today was everything, especially the flavor of the food, because everything we tried was scrumptious. Yep.
I couldn't agree more, yeah. Kabuto's had the best miso soup I've ever tried, probably the best sushi roll I've ever had. Everything about it was so fresh, it was so tasty. 10 out of 10 would come back.
We will be coming back.
Kabuto is open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. and Sundays from 11 a.m. to 8:30 p.m.
Students working as audiovisual technicians on SUU campus are experiencing some changes as the new semester gets rolling. Along with the hiring of several new employees, students are also seeing changes in procedures and training. Student technicians can look forward to having everything laid out clearly. Among the ideas in consideration is a new inventory system. Student technicians would need to scan their equipment into the system as they both set up and tear down events. In theory, it's a good way to keep track of the equipment, but there is concern that it might cause delays if the system doesn't work efficiently.
I gotta say, Kabuto looked really good to me.
It did look really good, and it's a perfect Valentine's date, but what about a perfect bringing it into the office for everyone to try day?
I think if they're not on DoorDash, we gotta get them on there and figure out who's gonna pay, because if we're ordering for everyone, I don't have the money for that.
We'll all chip in. We all gotta try that ramen. The sushi looked amazing. Oh, we gotta try Kabuto. It sounds so good.
I agree.
Well, I hope everyone enjoyed the show today. To you SUU students out there, good luck in your classes this week.
Have a safe and fun winter season. Thanks for tuning in to SUTV. I'm Tessa Cheshire.
And I'm Hannah Clove. With our remaining minutes, please enjoy the scenery of Cedar Canyon as it transitions to winter, shot by one of our photojournalists.